Hi, so this is a 2200 vision video, and to bring the newcomers up to date is where I can describe all the details that I can see from my window with various glasses. And the reason it got its name is after a consultation with an optician. It really was quite gruesome. I was wearing plus 450s at the time, and obviously in the optician's chair it looked like I could see nothing. In fact, I even looked a bit short-sighted, which I'm not, but he didn't believe a word I said, and he gently and kindly and rather condescendingly explained to me that I had 2200 vision in them, which was legally blind, and so that's how it got its name. So given that I've been trying this little strategy with my strabismus, because what happens is, or what used to happen, is that I'd be able to see very well through them, but it would be a flash when my eyes lined up. And I was wearing higher powered lenses, you know, to what I am now at the time. And it was to avoid really the discomfort that came with the strabismus. I mean, it was that bad that I was piling on thicker and thicker glasses so that I didn't have my eye shooting to the side and all the resulting headaches that came with it. So at the moment I've got my general pair of glasses, so they're roughly a plus 150, and okay, so let's take this as a starting point. So the yellow house, not the one directly in front, but the one sitting on top of that, near to the top of the hill. Okay, so I can see the lines of the roof tiles on that. The trees at the top of the hill, I can see all of the details there. So the square buildings, so I can see the details around the windows, and those things are like all windows, so you get the views. That's the Maritime School there, so I can see like the masts and all the railings and everything there. And okay, so there's on top of the mast, there's 1, 2, 3 sort of thinner antenna going up, and there's also a line along from the big mast to the back one there. That big monstrosity, yeah, that's that eagle thing. There's a lot of them around, and they're put up there to try and keep the seagulls away, and they do work to a certain extent. And there's a seagull behind that bush there. I think I can see a feather, but I'm not entirely sure because I think it's ducked down out of sight. So something there, but whether it's a feather. Anyway, I can see all the details on our window, on the windows of that thing, and, you know, the big tilings, if you like. That's absolutely no problem at all. The clouds in the sky. And if I took these off, some of those fine details would actually be a bit fainter or a bit fuzzier. So, okay, so I'm going to swap these out for, I do have a pair of plus 430s. So I'm going to actually using the tactic, and I tried this a bit earlier in the day. I'm going to see how this works. So these are the plus fours, and I got sunshades. I'll take the shades off because I think there may be a problem with the lighting, but I'll try without first. So, and although I'm, a word to the wise here, although I'm putting my pluses by an open window and it's a sunny day, they're not going to be here long. I certainly won't leave them here. So, because obviously they're magnifiers and people can and have started fires in the home just through leaving their reading glasses by a windowsill. So that's my safety tip for the day. Right, so I'm going to pop my finger gently on my left eye to stop it twitching out. There's to inhibit the squint, and let's see what I can see there. So okay, so the planks on the grey house, I can see the details pretty well quite there. The tiling on the roofs there, and the sort of ladder thing, I can see that. So anything that's lit up, I can see very well. So the windows on the Maritime School, I can see those. The three main masts that are sticking up and the bit at the front, I can see that. That's perfectly fine. Obviously the grey corrugation on that building. So I can see there's a sort of zebra crossing on the road there. What else? Right, okay, so the greenhouse that is sitting there, and I think there's only one greenhouse anyway, I can see that there is detail on the roof, so some sort of moss or licheny thing there. Now I can see the trees right on the top of the hill, and I can see the branches, but the detail around the small branches is definitely fuzzy. So yeah, I mean, I can see the clouds, but whether I'm missing detail, I don't know. Now, when I tried this earlier, I really had a lot of problems, even with my finger over one eye a bit, the reflex did kick in, and I think it was because of suddenly looking into a very bright day and with a strong prescription as well. But it seems to be okay. So what can I see as regards the windows? Well, for instance, the square buildings, I can't see the detail on the windows there, but the black building next to it, yeah, I can see where the windows are. For sure, you can't miss them really. And what's on the monstrosity there? I can actually see the tiling. It is very, very faint, but I can see that. Now, I also find that things come in and out. I can see that chimney there. It is a brick chimney, and I can sort of see the bricks, but not quite. The brown house, I can see there's a sort of yellow or a wood coloured windowsill on one of the upper windows there, and is there a bush or a tree on the porch by it? So yeah. And okay, the Venetian blinds on that grey house. I can see those. Oh, here comes a car. Can I see the number plate by any chance? No, I can't. Okay. So, oh yeah, and the fence right at the top of the road has just come into focus. So that's 3 slats on it. Yeah, so okay, we'll leave it at that. Oh, and the tall antenna on the house there, the corrugated house, no problem seeing that at all. So I would say that the addition of having done that little strategy and that little exercise, that actually has made a difference in stabilising how much I can, what my vision is actually like. So anyway, I'm going to switch back to my normal glasses now. So that was my little exercise. I guess I like to see how things are progressing, or how things are changing or updating or whatever as I try out various things, and to always have the same view to look at is handy because I can compare it really that way. So yeah. Oh, and the bricks, they actually have come into focus, so I could see the cement there on them. Okay, so please like, subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video.